Mr. Chairman, I yield myself such time as I may consume.
Gentleman's recognized.
We are here today considering this legislation because we have listened to the American people and are taking action on their behalf. The Ways and Means Committee has traveled over 5,000 miles to hear directly from working Americans about the impact today's economy has had on them and their communities. Whether it be in a lumber mill in West Virginia or a cattle ranch in Oklahoma, workers, families, farmers, and small businesses have told us the same thing. They need relief from the Biden economy. The legislation before us today will help make life a little bit easier on small businesses. It allows them to provide more options to their employees when it comes to health insurance benefits. The Choice Arrangement Act gives small businesses more flexibility to provide health insurance benefits to current and future workers. Introduced by Representative Hearn, this legislation codifies a Trump administration rule allowing small businesses to reimburse employees for buying their own health insurance on the individual market. Washington should not stand in the way of workers getting the health care coverage that's best for them and their families. Just as important, workers should be able to take their insurance plan with them if they leave their current job. This bill gives small businesses the opportunity, if they so choose, to shed the administrative burden of managing traditional insurance coverage. At the same time, it gives workers more options for their own health care and makes the coverage portable. Also included in the underlying bill is a provision from Representative Tenney, which ensures small businesses are made aware of the flexible, tax advantage insurance coverage options available to them and their employees. We've heard that 70% of small businesses are not aware of the various health insurance options out there, such as choice arrangements, qualified small employer health reimbursement arrangements, or the small business health care tax credit. This bill would make sure small businesses are notified about the availability and tax benefits of these options, so businesses can make more informed decisions about how to support their employees' health care choices. This legislation also includes important provisions to increase access to stop-loss insurance and expand association health plans, which will create more choices for American small businesses to offer health benefits to their workers at lower cost. Mom and pop stores did not set out to be paper pushers and benefit managers, and we should not force them into that role. I urge my colleagues to support this bill to help small businesses support their workforce and let them focus on what they do best, serving their customers and employees.
Good morning, friends. This is getting serious. Social Security could begin to look drastically different for the American people, as both parties propose their own action plan to help this program. Top senators and representatives are introducing legislation that might increase benefits by hundreds of dollars every month. My dearest friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video for everything that you need to know. Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing more winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. Please, friends, make sure you enter the giveaway by clicking and liking several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, my friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. The future of Social Security is shrouded in uncertainty, prompting individuals to ponder questions such as, will Social Security eventually exhaust its funds? As per the latest annual report published in 2022 by the Social Security Board of Trustees, it is projected that Social Security's cash reserves will be completely exhausted by 2033. That is moving up by 2 years compared to their previous report in 2020. Consequently, it is anticipated that annual taxes will only be able to cover about 78% of benefits each year thereafter. A contributing factor to the issue stems from a smaller working age population and a rise in retirees. By the year 2035, the number of Americans aged 65 and older is projected to surpass 78 million, compared to the current figure of about 56 million. There will be a greater number of individuals withdrawing funds from the Social Security system, while fewer Americans will be contributing to it. Nonetheless, this doesn't imply that the program will completely exhaust its funds. It is anticipated that payroll taxes will cover about 78% of the planned benefits. However, if the funding deficit remains unaddressed, retirees may receive reduced Social Security payments, or workers may be required to contribute more to the system. Many experts suggest that if no adjustments are made, this is the projected outlook for Social Security in the near future. It is important to consider the possibility of receiving lower Social Security benefits than initially expected. The 2022 annual report from the Board of Trustees states that without addressing the trust fund deficit, benefits may need to be reduced by 24.9%. Such a significant reduction in benefits would have a substantial financial impact on many retired individuals. According to the SSI, Social Security accounts for at least half of the income for 50% of elderly married couples and 70% of elderly single individuals. Experts cast doubt on the likelihood of such a drastic decrease in Social Security benefits. Considering the potential severity of the situation, many believe that Congress will intervene before 2033 to prevent such a substantial reduction in benefits. Even though Social Security is not expected to run out of money until 2023, several options for changes have already been floated around to deal with the budget shortfall. Tax revenue for the program will likely have to increase. One way to do that is to increase a payroll tax rate. Social Security is funded through a 6.2% payroll tax that workers pay, plus another 6.2% that employers pay. As a trust fund reserves dwindle down, the payroll tax would need to increase enough to sustain the program. But if nothing is done until 2033 or 2034, that increase would need to be sharper. An increase in the payroll tax rate could take different forms. Currently, the total payroll tax is allocated equally between the employee and the employer. The tax increase could be allocated equally among employers and employees, or allocated more to the employer to hide the tax hike from taxpayers. A legislative proposal called the Social Security 2100 Act from Representative John Larson favors the later option. It would raise a federal payroll tax rate by 6.2% for employers, and would only raise taxes on employees making more than $400,000 a year. The bill has gained some support, but so far has stalled in Congress. Senator Bernie Sanders and Senator Elizabeth Warren reintroduced their own Social Security proposal earlier this year. It aims to increase benefits while extending the program's solvency through taxes on the wealthy. Their plan would increase benefits by $2,400 each year. That would be a $200 monthly benefit boost. And another option to increase tax revenue to fund Social Security is to raise the amount of earnings subject to taxation. Only the amount of wages up to the Social Security contribution and benefit base are subject to Social Security taxes. To help the trust fund remain solvent, the taxable wage limit would have to be even higher or lifted entirely, so that all income would be subject to the payroll tax. This change would affect many Americans whose earnings are above $137,700, which currently escape taxation for Social Security. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Wednesday. My dear friends, Thank you so very, very much for being here every day and for being part of this community. The winner of yesterday's Independence Day giveaway is Dawn Whitney. Congratulations, my dearest friend. To claim your gift card, please check your notifications page and send me a message. Or you could message me on my Facebook page. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.